welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's Sunday morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's windy. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you had all a great Christmas. This morning we're on our way down to Minnis Bay for the Kent Fitness League on the Kent coast. This could be my last one of the instalments of the Kent Fitness Leagues, but I'll explain that a little bit later on. It's about a 50-mile drive along the Thames Estuary, along the A2, M2 to Minnis Bay. Weather is absolutely horrendous this morning. Conditions are very, very wet, quite windy, not so cold as it's been, so hopefully that will help a little bit. But it's going to be a wet one. See you all down there in about an hour or so. Right, we made it in one piece. It's got to say, it's pretty wet down here and not as windy as I thought it was going to be, but it seems to be picking up a little bit since I've been here. So it's quite a beautiful beach, as you can see. You may ask, it's cross country, what are we doing on the beach? But we actually run parallel with the sea, and then I think somewhere down there we cut in along inland somewhere. It's been quite a while since I've done this course now. I need to remember, if the tide is out, we actually start on the beach. Now I'm starting to feel cold already. I've only been out here 5 minutes, so it is actually colder than what you think it is. It's quite a heavy rain. I'm going to quickly show you around. I'm going to get back into the car and try and keep warm for as long as possible. But yeah, we are Minnis Bay, Kent coastal town. Not too far around the coast there is Margate, Broadstairs, and then onto Ramsgate and Pegwell Bay. Further on round, and then you're going on to round to Deal and Dover. So that's the sort of where we are. That way it will be you can't really see it, it's too far away, but there's Reculver, the castle, Saxon castle I think, and then further around is Herne Bay. Further around is Herne Bay, and then you've got Whitstable, and then you're heading along the Kent Estuary back towards London. Let's have a quick look at the start. I do my best to film this. Obviously the quality and the sound and the pictures are going to be a little bit wet, so I'll literally give you an idea on the feel. But yeah, oh, it's starting to feel cold already. So I believe if we do, that's the finish line. I know that for a fact. We do finish here. Whether we start here, I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna find out where we start. Morning. Morning. If we don't start on the beach, we'll be running along here. So this is definitely the finish area. The ground is really quite sodden, quite wet. Just found out we're not starting on the beach, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. So the start area is here somewhere, so we'll set off along here. As you can see, there's a main car park here, but I've actually parked out in the road, which is free. I'm not sure, it might be free on a Sunday here. Toilets, plenty of toilets here, pretty good ones as well, pretty clean. So there's a cafe next door as well. So there's the Minnis Bay pub, bar, restaurant as well. Right, I just got back in the car. I'm absolutely frozen already. You know what, I'm actually tempted just to go home. It's I'm pretty toughened to the cold weather, working out in it all year round, but this is wet, cold, windy. My hands are freezing now. Check the forecast, see if it's going to get any worse, then I think I might leave it, because I know I've driven down, it's taken me an hour to get here, but I'm not going to be that quick today, so I'm not going to make any difference at all. I've got to think about work tomorrow, future racing plans, which I'm going to tell you all about pretty soon. In fact, I'm not going to tell you today. Well, I will tell you today if I don't end up racing. If I do race, I shall tell you in the next video, which will be coming up pretty soon. as I start a next block of training, and I shall tell you what race I'm doing, or what races I hope to be doing. But yeah, I'm just going to see how it all goes for a minute. I'm pretty cold and hands are hurting. The cars are rolling in really fast now. A lot of people are going to be doing it, and I'm going to feel pretty, if I don't do it, I know I'm going to feel really bad. That's the problem I've got. But what do you do? I've got to think, self-employed. Do I want to hurt myself? Got work tomorrow. I've got an early start. You know, do I just look after myself in terms of worrying about what I'm going to be, you know, am I going to put myself at risk at all? Anyway, let's see how it all goes. Right, decision time. I've made the decision. I'm going to have a go. It wouldn't be right not doing it. I've been seen so many times here, and obviously you'll see the video that I actually bottled out of doing it. Would be pretty, I wouldn't never live it down. So I'm gonna do what I can do. Just gonna just put me trails on now. We've got 20 minutes to the start. I think the rain has actually eased off a little bit. It was actually pelting down a little minute ago. So I'm just getting my shoes on. I'll see you there in a minute. Well, it's pretty muddy already. Ground's turned up. So everyone's huddled together, trying to keep warm, keep dry. Pretty good atmosphere though. So have a quick 5-minute warm up. We're going to have to get this done, I can tell you that now. Right, got myself a little bit closer to the front, but I don't think it's going to make much difference somehow. But as soon as we get going, the warmer we can get. We go. Already, unfortunately.
Well then, off we go then. Not the greatest starts, as per usual. You'd think by now I'd have learnt my lesson, but there you go. Did you know that over 60% of my viewers for my videos don't subscribe? So I'd really appreciate it. If you're not subscribing, please do subscribe. It'd be a great help to the channel. And also hit that notification bell so you can keep up to date on my videos.
Made a bit of a wrong call here. Should have sort of followed the person in front of me. That was a bit of a rubbish decision, that bit. Here we go already.
So I almost went over then, almost fell over. I'm glad I didn't, because that water is absolutely freezing and it is absolutely filthy, muddy. So I did try for a couple of overtakes along this section using the middle part of the grass, but because of the tufts of grass, because the grass was so long basically, I just found it quite difficult just to cover the ground properly, so I decided just to stick behind other runners. So along this section here, for some unknown reason, now it doesn't really happen to me that often, but I had a really bad stitch at this point, and I was starting to find it really difficult to keep going, and as you can see there by people passing me, I was really starting to slow down quite a lot. I just needed to try and get rid of this stitch, but it just wasn't going anywhere. So we go down this slope slightly, turn left, and now we are approaching the wettest part of the course as we have to cross some dikes. I think there's about 3 or 4 of them. You'll see now how wet they are, but there's no way I was going through the middle, so I try to keep to the right or to the left of each one just to try and stay as dry as possible.
Alright.
Watch the deck.
Alright, cheers. Right, yeah.
Very careful, it's really hellish.
Wet.
Cheers.
Now I think this is the deepest dike we have to cross. A bit of a queue to get across, so more time lost. Guy there went straight in the water. There you go. You can see how black, how muddy it is.
Thank you.
This is the last dike we have to cross. Not so bad this one, not so deep. Straight across here, no trouble.
Neat. That was a safe. Didn't expect that to be as deep as that.
Well, I almost went over then, and to be fair, it actually done me a favour because for some reason the stitch just completely disappeared after the shock of nearly falling over. So at this point I actually started to feel quite good. I really felt like I could start to open up the pace a little bit, but it's still quite difficult to get past people. But ahead it opens up, we go back to the pathway, the main pathway now. So I just started to push on a little bit, and I really started to enjoy my running, but unfortunately we're near the end. So there's a couple of runners ahead of me, and I've decided I'll try and close them down as much as I can. Wasn't quite expecting to go past, but I did. I managed it, and every time I went past someone I just felt stronger and stronger. So this guy here in the orange top, I just managed to get past him. So here comes this guy again in the orange top. So he's decided to go past me, but I'm going to try and take him on. And then I'm going to try and take on the guy in front of me who's actually one of my teammates. But just not quite enough time to catch him up.
That's a bit. I try to make a few places up the end because, as I was saying, terrible stitch for a couple of miles. Completely wrecked my running. I just could not run at a decent pace. But salvaged a few places at the end, but a terrible run, really. Let's have a little rinse off to get this thick mud off before I jump in the car and get changed. There's a few people having a little rinse off. Oh. I don't know what's more dirty, my legs or the sea. But he's braver than me. I couldn't do that. Oh, this is bad enough. Oh, ho, ho. That's me done for a year. Oh, that's chilly. Oh, you got to get right into your head, mate. Minute spay done. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get back to the car and just summarise what I thought of today's race. Right, on my way home now. Really, I've got to say I was quite disappointed in my performance, really. I quite messed up, to be fair, at the start. I didn't really sort of get away like I should have done. Actual trails, if you can call them trails, they're more like sort of rivers. Really stuck in your own, you're stuck in that group. Very difficult to overtake. All in all, quite a disappointing race for me. I suppose actually doing it was the more important part of it, but I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more fun, but it wasn't, to be fair. It was pretty horrendous, the mud, the cold water around your feet just felt terrible, and yeah, it's really difficult to race properly. I really enjoyed Knoll Pub because you could race, you could overtake people, and then you had the hills as well to sort of break the field up a little bit, whereas there was nowhere really to break the field up, so everyone was just stuck in the same pace. But a well marshalled race. The organisation is fantastic as per usual, so a big thanks to Thanet runners who organised that race. Can't fault that at all. Thank you to everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will be doing another video next week, during the week, a midweek update, which I haven't done for a long time. I'll tell you all about my latest race plan, tell you what I'll be training for. So if you're not subscribing, do subscribe, that way you'll be able to keep updated on my videos. Thanks for watching all, and take care, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Cheers all.